Hi there, Leo, and welcome to New Earth Sisterhood Tarot. My name is Olivia, and I'm going to be doing your reading today for the rest of February 2021 and see what Spirit wants to tell you. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. And what the universe has in store for you the rest of this month. Let me just lay some of the cards out here. Going to start by the oracle cards or with the oracle cards and do the tarot cards later to clarify. And might I just say, you got the most oracle cards out of all of the signs I did so far, which is like, wow, my whole table is already full. Anyway, we're going to start by this card. I feel like you're totally unfolding. Trust your inner power. I see a lot of transformation energy, of unfoldment here with the lotus flower, coming into your true essence, coming into your true power. This is an amazing energy, you guys. I feel like you're coming into a very special part of this journey, and this goes beyond than just the month of February, but it's definitely around this time that this is going to start for you, where you're going to really start answering the call, starting to answer the call of who it is that you truly are, or what it is that you truly want to do. You're really going to start to connect more to your gut and to your heart. You know, you see how one hand is basically on our gut, on our belly, and the other hand is on our heart if it wants to focus. Anyway, so, and also this is a very spiritual card where all of these beautiful flowers are coming out of your crown chakra, also reminding me that at least the lotus flower is reminding me of the crown chakra as well. Also, it's not a purple color, but still with this like light blue and pinkish color, I sense that you're really moving into the next phase of your spiritual journey. You're really being activated by your ancestors. A lot of ancestral energy here. Wow. We're going to pull some cards as well. And I feel like you might be brought into this new not really a new version of yourself, but the version of who you truly are, and this new sort of phase of transformation. You're going to be or have been brought into this by something occurring in your life, which is usually what happens with a spiritual awakening. For some of you, this could even be your first spiritual awakening that you've had. For others of you, like, as we all know, or probably know, like the spiritual awakening process has like different awakenings and it can just keep on going. But I do feel like this darker energy of this Ten of Swords, and also with the volcano card, is something of the past, is something that has occurred like the last month or the last few months. And the reason why this occurred in your life, like the tower moments coming up in my mind's eye as well, is because it needed to clear the air. It needed to clear the way for you to truly emerge in who you are meant to be, for you to truly transform into this next phase of your spiritual awakening. Like, she's literally walking through a new door right now. The time is now, answering the call. You're being initiated into a next phase of your life. For some of you younger viewers, this could even be the phase from going from a teenager into being an adult. And this kind of reminds me of like these rites that tribes have, of like the rites of passage from going from a teenager into an adult. I don't know why that's suddenly coming up here, but for some of you, you might be literally going through some kind of rite of passage, going from graduating high school into going to university, or doing whatever you want with your life. Not everybody wants to go to university, of course, but even when you're older, you're definitely coming into a new phase of your awakening, a new phase of your life. Let me just lay out some of these oracle cards here. Yeah, Death card, this also speaks to the darkness that you've went through or have been going through. This could be anything, but the thing is, this feels like a lot of past energy. I'm just going to lay it all here. because I feel this is a totally separate energy here, and that you've already been led to this new kind of phase. And if you're still going through the dark night of the soul, is what literally I feel this is, then know that this is all waiting for you. This is all why it's happening. It's meant to be this way. Let me just lay out the rest of the cards here so I can get an overview of what is to come. Yeah, with the King of Cups here, again, I feel like you're coming into your maturity, like you're transitioning from this phase of being a child into being a mature person. Now, that obviously won't resonate with all of you if you're a little bit older, but even then, yeah, like you're coming into a new way of being. If you're older, this could definitely just signify that you suddenly just wake up and see through the illusions of the physical world. You're starting to see the truths of life, and you're walking away from what no longer serves you. Again, like 10 of Swords is here as well. That's again that same dark kind of energy. And I see you starting on this new journey with a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, because this is really exciting. A lot of you are even like starting to see beyond the veil, I'm hearing. Like you could definitely have some mediumship abilities or some spiritual abilities if that's what you're interested in or if you're into. I have to say here, messages coming through to tell you guys to protect yourself though if you're doing anything like that. It's like call upon your angels and your guides to protect you or help protect you as you're astro traveling in your dreams, or more so on purpose, because in your dreams it's not on purpose, but like when you're doing some kind of work beyond the veil, in any case, is what I'm trying to say. But a whole new journey is awaiting for you when you're going on this journey, and it's something that goes in that's very effortless for you, that feels very natural. It's going to feel very natural to go on this path and to start answering the call. For some of you, this might even be very subtle, because the start of your spiritual awakening can be a very subtle and organic process, and suddenly suddenly you look back like 1 year or 2 years later, and you're like, wow, that went like really subtle and really organically. That's the same way it happened for me, by the way. And so, but you made so much changes in your life, and you are going to make a lot of changes in your life. Some of you might be guided to doing some charity work and to just be there for others more. You might be guided to work with other people, to help other people. I definitely see this as one of your passions. Maybe this is only going to be for a few of you, but maybe you're even like attracted to working with addicts or homeless people or poor people or something along that nature, like people who really are sometimes being a little bit outcasted by society and you want to help them. That's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, I definitely see that here. For others of you, it could just be helping people in the spiritual field or in any other way, allowing your heart to guide you. I keep getting this image of like Snow White, because I do see Snow White as like this pure, innocent soul who wants to help. I mean, none of us are truly innocent, but this pure soul who is here to help other people and be charitable and generous. And I definitely see that being the case for you. And if you've been a little bit secluded for a while, with this more darker energies, with the Ten of Swords and everything on that, like, you can't even see that, I'm sorry, the camera is not wide enough. Anyway, if you're still in that energy, you're going to come out of that isolation and get into the world of helping people, mostly helping people with your gifts. And it's not something, like I said before, it's going to be very effortless. For some of you, you might already be in this phase where you're doing this. It's going to be a very effortless thing for you, and it's just going to be very natural, very organic. It's going to happen very organically, in a very organic way. And this is a beautiful energy, you guys. Okay, just for these two cards, I'm going to pull some clarification cards as well. So Spirit, what do you mean with these two cards for Leo? Wow, like a lot of cards came out. They really want to clarify this for you. Yes, again, this is signifying for me some kind of dark night of the soul. You know, you've been on this journey of inner work and now you're wiser than ever before. You're closer to your true self, to your intuition than ever before. You're walking away from what no longer serves you. You're becoming a very powerful person, very powerful healer. You might even be, I feel like a lot of you guys, like appearance wise, specifically if you're a woman, you or identify as a woman, you could be looking like an angel almost. And even if you don't physically feel like you look like an angel, some people might still see you that way with regards to your energy. Specifically, if you're going to help those people who are outcasted by society. For some of you, I even see you helping people like maybe you could be a literal nurse or working in the hospital or working with children in some way, because Snow White keeps coming through. And with the childhood card here, some of you could be teachers or just helping, even working with orphans, something like that. And a lot of people just see you as an angel, and the person that you are helping or going to help definitely see you as this angelic presence coming into their life. And that's a beautiful thing. They might even put you on a pedestal there a little bit. And just know that there's a lot of abundance and good luck on this journey. Like, this is where it's all leading you. Look at these cards. We have 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. You know, I feel this is going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it's going to bring you more happiness than the path you were on before. Because, you know, since you went through some sort of dark period, perhaps a dark night of the soul, could very well be the case that you're making this sudden career switch. Or maybe, for example, you've always been a teacher, but now you just have a very different perspective on it because you've gone through your first or second or third or whatever spiritual awakening. And it's just making you see everything in a different way, as well as your job, as well as, for example, teaching children or adults or whatever. And this is just going to give you a whole different perspective, which is, you know, if it's not a literal career switch or life switch that you're making, it's still going to give you a different and new sense of fulfillment that you didn't have before, that you didn't experience before. And if you are transitioning into a new way of life or into a new job, career, whatever, then this is going to give you the fulfillment and the passion, as well as the abundance that you've always or might always have been looking for. And it's going to come in like very organically, pretty effortlessly. Not to say you don't have to put in the work, but, you know, once we start aligning with our innate talents and with our gut feeling, as well as our heart feeling, and start to connect more to our spiritual nature, then we just come more into alignment with the gifts that we're here to offer. And it just means that everything in our life can go a little bit more flowy and feel a little bit easier, you know, because when you're not following your purpose and doing something that's completely not for you, life might feel hard sometimes and resisting you. And that's possibly something that happened in the past to this point where some of you might even had a burnout or a bore out, or just something exploded or you exploded and you just couldn't do it anymore. And that happened for a reason, and to bring you on this path of where you truly are meant to be, where you're transforming into a beautiful person that you were always meant to be, and finally living out your gifts. This is an amazing reading, you guys, and I feel most of you are already on this path. So if this resonated, this reading, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and follow the channel for more videos like this one. I also post a lot of pick a card readings here very regularly on this channel, and I'd love to see you back. Sending you a lot of luck and blessings.